So we're gonna start with the matrix of fifths. Okay, can you guys see that okay?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna start with a key of C here. So we got C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, right? Zero sharps and flats. Now, for the fifths, we count up to 5. And here's our complete scale, right? So for the fifths, we count up to 5, right? And that's our next key. So then we go G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? Now, the seventh tone always gets the new sharp. So the key of G has 1 sharp. So our next key, we count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's our next key. So D, E, and now we retain the previous sharp, so we retain the F sharp, G, A, B, C, D. And our new sharp is going to be the 7th one. So there's our new one. So our next key is going to be A, right? And then the key of D has 2 sharps in it. So A starts here. And we retain our C sharp, our F sharp. We retain our C sharp. And our new sharp is going to be the 7th tone, the G sharp. Okay, what's our new key going to be? Jesus.
Is it gonna be E?
E. So we write it out. Okay, we retain our F sharp, right? We retain our C sharp. And we retain our G sharp. And our new sharp is going to be the 7th tone, so that's a D sharp, right? Okay, so the key of A has 3 sharps in it. And the key of E has 4 sharps in it. What's our next key going to be, Desiree?
B.
B. Okay, so we're going to retain our F sharp. We're going to retain our C sharp. Retain our G sharp. And retain our D sharp. And our new sharp is going to be the 7th tone, the A sharp. Okay, so now, what's our next key going to be, Nate?
F sharp.
F sharp, right? So F sharp. Now, since it's F sharp, before I forget, I want to put one on both ends because we know they're both going to be F sharp, right? So now we can fill it out. F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, right? So we got our F sharp. We're going to retain our C sharp. We're going to retain the G sharp. And retain the D sharp. And retain the A sharp. And our new sharp is going to be the 7th one, the E sharp. Our weird note, which is actually F. Okay, so that's our key of F sharp. Okay, what's the last key going to be?
C sharp.
C sharp, right? Okay, so C sharp, we call that the no-brainer key because every note in the scale is sharped. So you just put in them all as everything is everything is sharped. Okay, so people will say, well, why don't we keep going? Why don't we keep going with that? With the G sharp, right? So if I did G sharp, I would go G sharp, A, B, C, D, E, F, G sharp, right? Well, here's why. Let's analyze this. G sharp to A, is that a whole step? No. We need A sharp, right? A sharp to B, is that a whole step? No, so you need B sharp, right? Well, B sharp to C. Wait a minute. B sharp to C, that's the same note, isn't it? B sharp and C are the same note. And we need a half step, right? So that's got to be B sharp to C sharp. Now we need a whole step, C sharp to D sharp. D sharp to E sharp is a whole step. Now here's the bugger. We need a whole step above E sharp. What's that? Look at your number lines, guys. A whole step above E sharp. What do we got there?
Isn't that the same key as F?
E sharp is F, right? So what's a whole step above that?
Would that be G?
It would, but we can't have G and G sharp in the same scale. You can't have two of the same name. And it wouldn't be F sharp, right? Because F sharp would be a half step, right? So this one is called F double sharp, and that's the symbol for double sharp. So G,
It looks like an angry face.
yeah, the key of G sharp would have an F double sharp in there. And what do the musicians say when they see that?
probably what the heck or something.
No, they
Two
go.
sharp.
They go, dude. What is this with the F double sharp, man? G sharp. They go G sharp. Nah. What's the equivalent of G sharp? A flat, right?
Yep.
You remember the world's lousiest car with 4 flats? A flat, right? It's much easier to play in A flat than G sharp because you don't have to go F double sharp. In A flat, there's only 4 flats, so there's only 4 notes you got to know that are flatted. So we don't use keys that have double sharps in them. That's why there's no G sharp key. Technically, you could write a G sharp key, but somebody's going to punch you in the arm when you do that. Especially if they're my age, it's from the 70s, they're going to go, man, you need a Charlie horse. I want you to say you must talk to my friend Charlie. Bam! Right in that bicep, man. You guys ever had a Charlie horse? When your friends hit you right there in the bicep. Your friends do. Your friends hit you there. That's what they did back when I was in high school. Your
Friends, try siblings.
Your siblings would hit you. Your friends would hit you, and your friends would smack you around in high school. Those are your friends. Okay, so we don't use this one. Nada. So we're capped here. We're capped. So here's the order right here, right? That's where we get the order by going 1 sharp, 2 sharps, 3 sharps, 4 sharps, 5 sharps, 6 sharps, 7 sharps. So if a key has these sharps in it, they're going to follow this order. That's the order they're going to follow. That's the order. What's the sentence we talked about? You guys remember the sentence?
Something about cats giving dogs trouble or something like that.
Yeah, fat cats give dogs an endless battle.
Sounds like Garfield.
Could be.
Fat cats fat cats give dogs an endless battle.
Yeah. And then there's another one. Father Charles goes down and ends battle. Whatever sentence you want to make up. You know, you can imagine all my buddies in music school, the first letter being F. What kind of really offensive things they would make up, right? It's true.
Frolic.
I'm not going to repeat them. Okay, so F, C, G, D, A, E, B. That's the order that the sharps appear. So if a key has 2 sharps in it, they're going to be the first 2, F sharp and C sharp. If a key has 3 sharps in it, they're going to be F, C, and G, right? If a key has 4 sharps in it, they're going to be F, C, G, and D sharp. You guys getting it?
So, Professor, when you play an instrument on something like a B sharp or an E sharp, how would it sound? Does it sound like as if oh, you are on an E sharp key signature. The notes F, G, A, C, D, E, and F are always on sharps, right? Or no?
Well, if you play an E sharp, that is the note F. If you play a B sharp, that is the note C. But it's just according to the rules, we're keeping everything in alphabetical order for the scale organization. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, it does.
So this is a system that this is just a container that we organize our scales in. It's like a filing cabinet. It's not that big of a deal. It's just a way that we organize our scales, and this gives us the reason why these sharps appear in this order. Okay, can you guys screenshots?
Already done.
Alrighty. Okay, so that's the order of sharps. They appear in that order. Okay, now let's do flats. Let's do flats now. Okay, so we did the matrix of fifths. Now flats are going to be the matrix of fourths. That big enough?
Yes.
Is it man enough? Are you mean enough? Okay,
Grr.
so we're going to start with the key with 0 sharps and flats. Again, that's C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, right? So now this is fourths, right? So we count up 1, 2, 3, 4. That's as far as we need to go with this one. This is actually easier. So fourths, we count to 4. That's our next key. Okay, so the rule here is that this note is our next key. It's also the next flat. So 2 rules for that fourth note. So the next key is going to be B flat on both ends. B flat, C, D, E, F, G, A, B flat. Now here's the fourth, so we're going to add our new flat right there. And that is also going to be our next key. So this has 1 flat, this has 2 flats. Now we retain any previous flat, so we're going to retain the B flat. And our new key is going to be A flat, because that's our new flat and our new key. Now we're going to retain the B flat. All right. And our new flat is going to be D flat, and that's our new key.
What about E? Is that
Yes, thank you. We forgot E. I forgot E. All right. E is retained from the previous key. So our new key is going to be D flat. And we put it on both ends just so we remember before we forget. I forgot to remember. D flat, E flat, F, G. We have A flat, B flat, C, D flat. Our new flat's going to be G flat, and that is our next key. We retain our A flat. We retain our B flat. And we retain the D flat, E flat, F, and we retain our G flat, both ends. Our new flat's going to be C flat, and that's our next key. And again, it's a no-brainer key. All 7 notes are flatted, so you don't even have to memorize nothing. You don't got to know nothing, man. It's the C and C sharp and C flat. C is 0, C sharp is 7 sharps, and C flat 7 flats. You don't got to know nothing, man. You just know that everything's flat. You see a car? Imagine all the tires are flat. Everything's flat. You move to Kansas, you go hiking up Mount Flat. Nobody got that one, huh? Okay.
Nice one, Professor.
There's these people on YouTube called the Flat Earth Society. They believe the earth is flat.
I heard that one guy even shot himself up with a steam powered rocket, but something happened.
He probably got killed. That's when you laugh when somebody gets killed. When somebody shoots
shouldn't
himself
be
up
laughing
with a
at that.
rocket, then you go, well, it's sad that he got killed, but it's really funny that he did that, so let's laugh, right?
And he's
That's
part of the
Darwinism.
Flat Earth
It's fine.
Society.
Yeah, you can imagine some of these world leaders, like when people get killed, they laugh, like Henry VIII. Okay, so here's the matrix of fourths, right? So now we got here. Here's our order of flats. So we got B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, C flat, and F flat. Oh. Come on, man. That's the order. So if a key has 2 flats in it, it's going to be B flat and E flat, right? If a key has 2 flats, it's going to be these 2, right? If a key has 3 flats in it, it's going to be B flat, E flat, and A flat, right? Now, what's the sentence for this one? By 8, all dates get cold feet. You can come up with whatever sentence you want. I've heard battle ends and down goes Charles' father. By 8, all dates get cold feet. I'd have to look up some other ones. Everybody's got a sentence that they know, that they learned to cover the order of the flats and the order of the sharps. I don't even care too much what you use. I just use the word Beedgesif. Beedgesif is my favorite word. Beedgesif. All right, so that's the matrix of 4. Screenshots.
Got it.
Okay. Now, we'll do this again. Ming. Do it again, Ming. You guys ever watch Scarface?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
What are you saying, Mang? Hey, Mang, what are you saying?
You got it, man.
You got it, Mang. All right. Now, sharps. Flats. What do you notice here? What are you noticing, Bing?
It's the same thing backwards.
Yeah, he reverse it backwards, huh? They do it backwards, huh? They go forward, then they go back. See? I'm trying to explain this to you. All you guys do is laugh at me. It's backwards. Sharps and flats are backwards from each other. Okay. Now, how many students you think over the years screw this up on a test where they get it reversed? They write the flats starting on F and they write the sharps starting on B. Lots of students have done that over the years. So here's what I share with you. You're going to remember this forever. Oh. Okay. If you step on something sharp, what word do you say? Yeah, y'all
Perfect.
know what I'm talking about. If you step on something sharp, you scream a swear word, right? Starting with the letter F, right? Okay, so that you're gonna memorize it. You're gonna know that now for life, guaranteed. Okay, so sharps, fat cats give dogs an endless battle. Flats, by 8 all dates get cold feet. That one is pretty good. They're different than each other, so I like them. All right, so now let's go back to here. All right, share this. Okay, now let's talk about the order of sharps. Okay, so F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, A sharp, E sharp, E sharp, right? So now, if I got this treble clef here.
Isn't there a D sharp?
What?
Is there a D sharp or am I tripping?
F, C, G.
There is.
There is. See, I screwed up again.
It's cool. I knew you were testing us.
Always, right? Here we go. Thank you. So the world can see that my Alzheimer's is kicking in. You know what I
Nah,
tell people, I go, hey man, give me a break. I took acid only 1 hour ago.
Too much LSD.
Too
Someone
much LSD, man. I only took
quick,
it one
pick
hour
the
ago.
wrong day to stop drinking, right?
Yeah, Leslie Nielsen. Yeah, you remember that movie, huh? What was it? He picked the wrong day to stop drinking. He quit the wrong day to quit smoking crack. He quit the wrong day to quit taking meth. He quit the wrong day to quit taking heroin. All that stuff goes on in that movie. Did you guys ever see Airplane? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's in that movie too. He's like the co-pilot. And the kid comes in the cockpit and goes, "Hey, aren't you the basketball player on the Lakers?" And Kareem looks at him and goes, "No." And he points to his name tag. He goes, "I'm Roger Murdoch." See, it says right here, Roger Murdoch. The kid just looks at him like, "You're Kareem, you know?" He goes, "No, kid, Roger Murdoch. Roger Murdoch." Okay, so here we go. One key has one sharp in it. That's F sharp. That's F sharp, right? The key with two sharps is going to have both of them, right? F sharp in this order. Three sharps is going to be this order. Four sharps is going to be this order. And five sharps is going to be this order. Now we have six sharps. Then we have all seven sharps. Okay, so that's how the sharps are written. They follow the order. Now, here's another technique you got to learn. If you have a sharp, if you look at the key, how do you know what key that is? Well, the shortcut, the last sharp in the key signature, you move it up 1/2 a step. So that's a B sharp, right? B sharp up 1/2 step. Well, B sharp is C, right? So C up 1/2 step is C sharp. So that's the key of C sharp. This key, we have this note as our last sharp, up 1/2 step. E sharp, up 1/2 step. Well, E sharp is F, right? So F up 1/2 step is going to be F sharp. This key here, 5 sharps. Here's our last sharp. A sharp, up 1/2 step. So A sharp up a half a step is what note?
B.
Sharp.
B, right? So that's the key of B. Okay, this key with 4 sharps. D sharp up a half a step. So D sharp up a half a step is what note?
Is it E?
E, right? So that's the key of E. 3 sharps. Our last sharp up a half a step. That's G sharp, right? Go up half a step and you get what key?
A.
What note?
A.
A. So that's the key of A. Key of 2 sharps. C sharp. Up a half a step. C sharp up a half a step is the note.
B.
D, right? And then this one, this is F sharp up a half a step. So F sharp up a half a step
G.
is G. So here's what we get. That's the key of G. D. A. E. B. And we got F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. F, C, G, D, A, E. That was what make it E. That's the key of F sharp. And then the key of C sharp is all of them. F, C, G, D, A, E, B. It's key of C sharp. Okay, does this make sense? So for sharps, it's the last sharp up a half a step is your key. Alrighty? Alright, now let's see if we got this. You got it? Screenshot it? Yeah, everybody screenshot it? Okay. Okay, so this document here, wrong. Okay. We're going to do this one. If I could find the damn thing. There it is. You guys, you got the matrix of fifths and matrix of fourth. I want you guys for Monday fill this out. Okay.
We can't see your screen.
Oh, that would help. For Monday, matrix of fifths and matrix of fourths, okay? You fill it out and send it on Monday and then keep a copy for yourself. Okay, so I want to find it here. Spring 2020. Okay, so here we go. And we're going to reply all, and we're going to send it, and we're going to go here, LV, and then we're going to go spring 2020, and then 101, and then blah, 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 boom, open, done. You guys have it in your email now. Okay. Thanks, everybody, for coming tonight. And on Monday, we'll resume with flats. Now you know how to look at a piece of music, and if it's got sharps in the key signature, you can figure out what key it's in just by looking at the key signature, by taking the last sharp and going up a half a step. And then Monday we'll learn how to do that with flat keys. It's a different, slightly different procedure. But do sharps first, and then fill out the matrix of fifths and fourths. You guys keep a copy of it, and then you send one to me. Okay, thanks for coming, guys. We'll see you on Monday night, huh?
Thank you.
See you later, Professor.
Bye. Have a good weekend.
Yeah.